We're learning more today about a child hit and killed by a school bus. We'll show you how he's being remembered.
A dog found inside a dumpster is getting a second chance. What's being done to nurse her back to health and how you can help.
Fayette County Schools announce a plan to make up snow days. We'll hear what parents think of the idea that extends the school year and the school day.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon, Jennifer Palumbo and Sam Dick reporting. It's been a difficult day for a community mourning the loss of a young boy.
10-year-old Jonathan Chatham died yesterday afternoon when a school bus hit him on Kentucky 779 in Whitley County. He and several children had just gotten off that bus when it happened. Our Phil Pendleton shows us how the boy is being remembered in our top story at 5.
The school bus was traveling here on Kentucky Highway 779 just after 4 o'clock, carrying about 20 school students. 4 students got off the bus, but something happened, and the 10-year-old actually came back toward the bus after he got off and was hit. The bus was driven by 33-year-old Amanda Walliver. School officials describe her as a model employee who had been with the system for 3 years, having driven a 120-mile route every day without any problems. Police say they're really not sure what exactly happened. They don't know if the bus, which was a 1999 International model, had a mechanical issue. 10-year-old Jonathan Chatham is being remembered as a quiet, lovable child who was active in his church. He had cancer, but Reverend Ralph Jones says it was in remission.
Our feelings goes out to the family first of all, and the young man goes out to him, but also the lady that was driving the bus. This is going to be very devastating for her. They had to take her to the hospital, and this is something that she'll have to deal with the rest of her life.
All the schools here in Whitley County were closed today. We're told that the teachers at North Whitley Elementary, where the boy went, are having an especially difficult time dealing with this. More on how this community is dealing with this tragedy coming up at our next newscast. But for now, in Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The bus driver has been placed on paid suspension while the investigation is conducted. We're learning some new information about a shooting in eastern Kentucky. It happened about noon at a home on Sewell Street in Jackson in Breathitt County. The sheriff's office tells us that U.S. deputies then tracked the suspect to a home on Smith Branch Road. That person is in custody so far, but has not been charged. Police tell us the victim was shot in the face, but was alert and talking at the scene. He was flown to UK Hospital with what are believed to be non-life-threatening injuries.
A dog is getting a second chance after someone put her in the trash. The animal is recovering at the Lexington Humane Society after someone found her in a dumpster. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us how the dog is doing now.
All of the animals here at the Lexington Humane Society have been through some type of adversity to end up here at the shelter. But one of them is about to get a new home after literally being thrown in the garbage. This is Reba. She's about 5.5 months old, and on March 4th, someone taking out their garbage at Winding Brook Apartments discovered her.
He heard whimpering, so of course he looked inside. He saw a plastic trash bag moving around. He dug out the trash bag that was actually inside of a crate and found Reba.
She was brought here where their vets determined she was malnourished. She developed rickets and had trouble standing with her front legs. The people with Animal Care and Control are trying to find her previous owner. They hope someone watching this can tell them where she came from. She's already got a potential home lined up. Hammond expects she'll make an excellent companion.
After everything she's been through, she is a sweetheart. Look, she's giving me kisses. She is a cuddler. She loves to cuddle. She loves to be around people.
Hammond says if you should find yourself with an animal you can't care for, call the Humane Society so they can get it help. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, thank you, Victor.
Well, get ready for another change in the weather.
That's right. It'll be warmer tomorrow, but colder air will quickly replace that. Our chief meteorologist, Chris Bailey's trying to figure it all out with an early check of the forecast. Chris?
You know what? You look at our temperature map right now, guys, and March Madness taking on a little weather aspect to it this afternoon. A big temperature swing, as we talked about yesterday, setting up for today is out there. Look at the numbers. Southern Kentucky, congrats right off the bat. I'm jealous. It is 70 into London, 66 Somerset, 45 Lexington, Even colder the farther north that we get. Covington is only at 41 degrees. Now, if you're out this evening, still a couple of showers around, especially across the northern parts of the area, just adding to the chill that is already in place. One temperature never fits all, certainly not on a day when you have a 30-degree temperature spread, but a lot of folks are going to kind of hold pat over the next several hours. Here's what Live First Alert Defender is indeed tracking as of now. Rain across eastern Kentucky really coming down for this corridor between I-64 and the Mountain Parkway. That'll continue for the next hour or so. Winchester, Bluegrass region, maybe a little spot of some light rain or sprinkle action, but a lot of dry times now beginning to show up. We had that heavier burst of rain showing up between Winchester and Lexington now. That is pushed off to our east. Downtown Lexington getting a bit of a break, chance to dry out in some cases. Thinning of the clouds, southern Kentucky, you may even see a ray of sunshine before the next little band of some rain moves in later this evening. When I come back in about 10 minutes, focus of the forecast is on the rain, is on spring, but the big news, old man winter, guys, comes punching his way back into the Bluegrass state. We'll track his return in just a few minutes.
Police arrested 2 people for allowing their children to live in what they call filthy conditions. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Madison County. State police arrested Brandon Newcomb and Kay Bullen Saturday after receiving a tip about their condition of their home. Troopers tell us they noticed garbage outside. Inside, they say they found insects and dog feces. The couple has 2 young children.
But the trooper said that it was the worst smelling house that he has ever been in, which says a lot.
The children are now staying with their grandparents. The other set of grandparents are charged also with endangering the welfare of a minor. They were cited to appear in court. In Fleming County, a grand jury has indicted a second person in a child abuse case. The case from December 2013 involves a foster child. The Ledger Independent reports Vernon Schlabach is now charged with assault. Natasha Schlabach is already charged with assault in the case. Police say the child suffered brain trauma and ended up on life support.
Fayette County School Board has come up with a plan to make up snow days missed this winter. It involves extending the school year and the school day. WKYT's Sean Moody takes a look at the plan and what some parents think of it.
The school officials say there's no one decision that will work for everyone. This way, the students won't have to go too far into their summer vacation, but it will create some scheduling headaches.
Fayette County school students missed 7 days this year, plus another 6 hours for delays. The board voted last night to add 30 minutes to each school day beginning April 20th. They'll only have to go 2 days beyond their original end date. Some parents said the decision would avoid some problems.
I was worried because we're going on vacation. We're going on vacation June 3rd, and I'm like, you guys are still going to be in school.
But it will create headaches for some parents who need to adjust their schedules and for some students with after-school jobs. Some parents also said they weren't sure a few minutes here and there could actually make up for full days of learning.
They probably check out after about 40-45 minutes in a class anyway, so adding an extra 10 minutes to each class during a day, maybe not the best situation for them.
But school officials were confident that time would be beneficial.
Certainly, as we are preparing for testing at the end of the school year, this extra time will really help us have an opportunity to focus on those areas where we may need a little bit of shoring up.
And school officials say that extra time is required to be used for teaching. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
The school district also announced graduation dates. You can find the information on WKYT.com. Many school districts begin spring break next week. Bluegrass Airport is preparing for a lot of them to travel. The airport will provide complimentary parking in its overflow lot between now and April 5th. There will be a continuous complimentary shuttle to take you to and from the terminal.
It is the final day of the state legislative session, and the fate of some bills remain unclear right now. One of those is Senate Bill 82. It would create a checkoff box on state income tax returns, allowing people to make donations to pediatric cancer research. If passed in the Senate, but the amendment was tacked on in the House, where it still has not passed. Senator Max Wise, who sponsored the bill, says the action is not unusual.
It should not be political. This is not a Democrat-Republican issue. This is an issue that affects, thousands of families across Kentucky that have gone through, treatment and continue to go through a fight of a very deadly disease.
The Senator Wise's 8-year-old son has battled cancer since he was 6 months old. He says if the bill doesn't pass this year, he'll try again. A crash sends a bus flying into a house. We'll tell you how many people were involved in that accident.
It's a new fitness trend musical lovers will enjoy. Ahead on WKYT News at 5, how Broadway is helping people get in shape.
And police say a woman took advantage of 2 elderly women in her care, how she managed to take out $50,000 in student loans in their names. That's coming up on WKYT News at 5:30.